Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. In boxing, you find a way to win or you find a way to lose. Is Ryan Garcia the man to beat at 147? I'm just asking a question. I'm not saying I think so. He thinks so. You know, he is using that right hand now. You know what I mean? The man does have power. But is he the man to beat at 147? And can he take down Teo, Shakur, Rolly in a rematch, Conor Benn, and Keyshawn Davis? Now, if Rolly shows up with this kind of power in both hands and the speed he has a good chance. But remember what he did to Barrios? Let's just look at this highlight real quick. Watch, the right hand is what shocked Barrios. Right here. Bing to the body, then bing upstairs, and down goes Barrios. Now, that was 2 minutes and 34 seconds. They had 2 minutes and 34 seconds left in the first round. That was 26 seconds in. Ryan Garcia came out here and put the Mexican-American bings on Mario Barrios. And I ain't gonna lie, man, I was a little shocked to see him do that. I thought Barrios had more of a chance, but Ryan just showed that something special about them hands. Makes you wonder how that power and that tenacity and everything was able to show up in that fight, but it had disappeared for Rolly, and it was definitely there for Devin Haney. Anyway, man, Ryan Garcia, he's got, seems like he has a hit list. Now, him and Conor Benn is going to be happening next. I think Ryan Garcia beats Conor Benn. Ryan, he does tend to be a bit straight up at times, but he's got the kind of speed and power where he can get away with a lot of that. I think the first 30 seconds, once he lands a big left hook on Conor Benn, I think he knocks him out. Conor Benn is coming down to 147, head looking big like a desert rat. He's just losing too much weight. Conor Benn doesn't look healthy to me. You know what I'm saying? So as a result, lose your power. You can be exhausted, develop dead leg in the ring, and your punch resistance is diminished. So I give Ryan a great chance to knock out Conor Benn. I really think the first hard shot he lands, he knocks Conor Benn out. Conor Benn is going to rush at him. Conor Benn is like a pit bull in there. He's going to rush at him, try to be explosive, try to catch Ryan with some shit early, and I think he's going to run right into the death blow. And it may not be the left hand, the left hook. It may be the right hand because Ryan has worked on that with his dad. And I just think he knocks him out. But the mission for Ryan is to not allow Ben to turn the fight into a physical war. Even though I think Ben tires, I just think he can't get into a physical war. Ryan has the speed, the explosiveness advantage, but Ben has the biggest opportunity of his life. And he needs to find the opportunities to get inside and force Ryan to fight under pressure. I just think the keys here for Ryan Garcia is control the distance with that jab. His hands are so damn fast, it's ridiculous. Don't admire your work, which he normally doesn't do. You land something good, don't admire your work. Get on your man. Get him up out of there if he doesn't belong there. And make Ben reset constantly if Ben is managing to survive. And once you get him hurt to the head, because Ben can't fight off the back foot. Once he starts going back and he's covering up, go to the body. You know what I'm saying? Do that shit early. And use that right hand to make Ben worry about more than that left hook. And I think the fight becomes real easy to Ryan. If he can establish the right hand early, Ben can't simply sit on the left hook. Ben has nowhere to go. And he can't fight going backwards. So Ben loses. That fight's not going the distance. Ryan will knock him out. Only chance Ben has is to knock Ryan out. That's it. He ain't got to outwork Ryan. I don't want no damn 12 rounds. No way. He's cutting too much weight. He's going to get tired. Ryan's conditioning will exceed Conor Benn's. That's just how I see it. Hey, look, I'm not saying I got a crystal ball and I'm a soothsayer. That's just my opinion based on me watching the two of them guys and understanding how Conor Benn is killing himself to come to 147. Now, Ryan and Shakur Stevenson. This is arguably the biggest stylistic puzzle right here. I ain't gonna lie. Ryan and Shakur, even with Ryan's speed and all that, Shakur is just on another level, man. That defense, timing, ability to control distance will make Ryan work for every clean shot, and I just don't think Ryan lands any, you know what I'm saying? He can't chase Shakur around that ring. He would need to cut the ring off, feint constantly, attack the body, throw combinations instead of hunting with one punch, try to use the right hand behind the jab, force Shakur to defend rather than dictate. And Shakur is naturally right-handed, but he fights southpaw. So that jab is strong, that hook is strong. But again, it's an orthodox fighter against a southpaw. And for Ryan, that left hook is a problem for orthodox fighters because that's the counter to the right hand. You throw the left hook over it. Now for the southpaw, it's the right hand. So if he were to fight Shakur Stevenson, he would definitely have to work on that right hand and work on that timing. But Shakur doesn't really throw his left hand that much. He throws his left jab, his right jab. Everything with him is his right jab. So Ryan would have an opportunity, man, to try to counter on top of it. Because Ryan's long, he's tall. Shakur's a smaller guy. But if they fought, that would be Ryan's go-to shot. But again, to beat a guy like Shakur, I can't even tell you what to do. You know why? Because no one has shown you how to do it. But I would say you'd have to be very physical in there and make him fight on the inside and force him to make it ugly. You can't let him be comfortable. Put your forearm in his neck. Like, you got to make that shit. You basically have to risk having points taken. You got to make him uncomfortable. If not, Shakir's going to get in his rhythm and control that whole fight and make you look stupid. He going to chicken peck you until the goddamn 12th round, man. So if Ryan wants to sit there and go to someone coochie cooing and tickle him for 12 rounds, then that's what it's going to be, unless he makes it ugly. Now, Ryan and Rolly. Look, man, Rolly already put the bing bings on him. But, Ryan, okay, he was out the sport for a while, coming off a suspension. I don't know, he came back in the ring and your power was gone. So we're all here wondering what the hell happened in that fight. But I give Rolly credit. Rolly has explosive power that showed up. Ryan has explosive power that doesn't show up all the time. But I don't know how far I want to go in the rabbit hole with that conversation because Ryan was knocking people out back as a little kid in the amateurs. So Ryan has power. But Rolly has enough power to punish Ryan if Ryan gets reckless, and he already did it. Hard to see him not doing it again because Rolly is getting better and better. Matter of fact, Rolly's about to fight Teo. I think Rolly knocks Teo out. That's what I think, or Teo just runs the whole fight. But Teo's a guy who wants to fight you. But he's a thinker and he's patient. But if he runs in and gets hit with some shit with Rolly, Teo's not going to let his hands go. He's going to be reluctant to let his hands go. And I think Rolly gets the win. But with Ryan and Rolly in a rematch, Ryan has the speed to try to catch Rolly this time. And before Rolly can set himself and get his shots off. So I think Ryan just needs discipline. And don't just trade because Rolly wants to trade. That right hand can be used to keep Rolly honest while Ryan creates openings with for that left hook. But he got to throw that right hand. The reason Rolly had success that last fight because they were expecting the left hook. They were expecting it. And as soon as he threw it, Rolly caught it and threw his left hook. He threw a double left hook. First one touched him, second one got him cleanly. And Ryan went flying back. So in the next fight, Rolly would have to worry about more than that left hook. He'd have to worry about that right hand. And I'm telling you, if Ryan gives him something else to worry about, well, now he got something. Now, as far as Ryan and Teo, if Teo beats Rolly, then of course Ryan and Teo will be the fight to make. And this is a great chess match right here. Two very athletic fighters. Teo may be the most athletic fighter in boxing. Very, very athletic, man. Explosive, counter-punching. He can do it all. And he could make Ryan hesitant. But the thing is, Teo's a smaller guy. He don't have the reach and all that. He would have to try to, leap inside and get something off of Ryan. But again, that hand speed could overwhelm Teo if Ryan gets his timing right. I think Ryan beats Teofimo Lopez, I'm being honest with you. Ryan come out there and pump the jab out, change levels. If he can get to the body, which I don't know if he'd want to risk giving up his height and reach trying to go to Teo's body and Teo counters him with something. He just can't overcommit. But he got to make Teo react before throwing the left hook, feint him, bait him in, get Teo to move out of position, then explode. And again, that right hand could become the setup punch rather than the knockout punch. Right hand, then boom, the knockout punch to the left hand. So Ryan has a good opportunity here to clip Teo. If not, Teo's just going to box circles around him and move around and look for maybe openings down the stretch to try to hurt him and get him out of there. But I got Ryan beating Teo. The only one here I can't see Ryan beating is Shakur Stevenson. Now, as far as Keyshawn Davis, this could be the most technically interesting fight on the list because we know what Shakir's going to do. I just don't see Ryan beating Shakur. Is there always a chance? Yeah, but Shakir is just that dude is an alien. That motherfucker from Uranus or Mars or somewhere. The shit that Shakir does in that ring is just beautiful boxing, man. But Keyshawn is he will make the fight very physical if he doesn't get hit and caught with something early. And Keyshawn is technically gifted. Yeah, he's got a little big mouth and all that. But Keyshawn can fight. He's an Olympian. You got to put some respect on his name. But that boxing ability and confidence can make him extremely difficult to catch clean. You know, Ryan can't simply rely on speed against Keyshawn. He would have to disrupt Keyshawn's rhythm with the jab, right hand, angles, the left hook, and use Keyshawn's aggressiveness against him because Keyshawn wants to hurt you. Keyshawn wants to knock you out. Keyshawn believes in his skills. But I just think him coming in there and Ryan throwing that jab, right hand, angle, boom, left hook, with Keyshawn rushing in, I think that's the combination that could force Keyshawn to respect Ryan's entire arsenal and have Keyshawn all of a sudden he ain't letting his hands go. And observers sitting back watching and saying, holy shit, Ryan just neutralized him. Because speed kills, man. When you got speed and power, it's very uncomfortable. And that's what Ryan has, you know? But I'm just telling you, the secret weapon for Ryan Garcia is that right hand. If he can be effective with his right hand, I mean, everything gets interesting. We all know about the left hook. Nobody even cares anymore. We already know. That's the punch everybody's preparing for. They'll be watching for that left hook. Even fans are looking for him to throw it. You know what I'm saying? But I just don't think if his opponent is preparing to counter the left hook, well then now Ryan can turn the expectation against him because now he's got the right hand that they're not expecting. Barrios wasn't expecting it. That's why he got ate up with it. So I just think there's a formula to all this madness, you know what I mean? Make them defend the right hand, make them react, then unleash the left hook. You know what I'm saying? Because if Ryan becomes predictable, elite fighters can build their entire game plan around avoiding the left hook. But if he starts consistently landing the right hand, now his opponents have a problem, a huge problem. So which hand do I have to worry about? See, that's never been the case. Manny Pacquiao was like that. Everybody just knew about the left hand. Then he incorporated a right hook. Now they had to worry about both hands. Miguel Cotto was always a strong fighter, but everyone knew about the left hook, but then he started incorporating the right hand more. So, you know, you just really start to become more of a threat and more dangerous, and that's what I think Ryan would do if he can really be effective with the right hand. So, big picture-wise, man, Ryan doesn't have to knock everybody out. He needs to be a complete fighter if he wants to beat these guys, especially a guy like Shakur, which I don't think nobody beats Shakur right now. His biggest challenge isn't developing another spectacular punch. That's not what I'm saying. But it's developing the discipline to make opponents worry about everything in your arsenal. If opponents spend the entire fight thinking, watch the left hook, Ryan should be thinking, good, now I'm going to hit you with the right hand. You know what I mean? You watch this, boom, bing. Merry Christmas. Yeah, I'm bringing you gifts. Happy birthday, boom, all up in your mouth. All up in your mouth. That's what he should do, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Because if he can do that, man, put that right hand into the mix, that's how the left hook becomes even more dangerous. But we'll see what Ryan does, because he's talking some shit right now. But them opponents, Keyshawn, I think Ryan gets Keyshawn. Teo, I don't know. I kind of think Ryan gets him. Shakur, tough time going against Shakur Stevenson. Conor, he'll knock him out. Rolly, I don't know about that. Interesting fight. They should have the rematch. They should. And let's see what happens. Anyway, Oscar De La Hoya tell you, I make the best fights. Golden Boy makes the best fights. All right. You just make sure Ryan Garcia has the best right hand. The same way you had the best left hook, Oscar. Make sure Ryan has the best right hand. Because he got the left hook like you, but give him something you didn't have. Give him a right hand. And then we got something to talk about in the breeze.